Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 here with my continuing invasion of the Soviet Union. Let's get to this. Okay, they're hitting my mountain troops. Right here we're hopefully hitting them fairly hard. They're hitting us here though. Let's watch this attack here. You can see that they're very much supposedly taking us apart. I know that sort of the main German division there is beat up. They're losing organization fast. Retreating out. We're going to retreat out. This is what I'm sort of concerned about here, is if that Soviet armored division really starts moving forward. I'm going to let them pound on me for a moment, because I think they're going to beat themselves up as much as anything else. As you can see, we're making a fairly orderly retreat out of a retreat. We've got Rommel's, or what's left of Rommel and his African Corps here. I think we're going to send them there. I think they will hold out until those guys, even the garrison units, retreat back into there. But as we've seen, and I'm going to focus on it a little bit more here, there is a massive amount of Soviet armor here that maybe with a corps of infantry, a good 5 divisions plus 1 or 2 more mechanized stuff, the mountain divisions could have made a stand here, because they'll have the benefits of fighting in the mountains, and considerably one, but we're just too stretched out. We can't hold out. I hope next time I'll be a little bit better prepared, and I can show you an active defense that I think is really good, in which an area like this can be held with very few units against them, so long as the units are mobile units. And it's an interesting tactic I've developed. But you need mobile units to be able to hit and do that well. Okay, we're going to hit them there. Support that attack. Here I'm just afraid we got a lot of units. We're pushing towards Moscow, but I just don't think we have enough concentrated force here. We're doing this attack here. And, yeah, they're going to eat up some of our units. But I think we're going to hold out. 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 We're facing any major mud or snow or other sort of effects. And obviously all of these units, had we been able to concentrate them here, we would be doing much better. Because it's not necessarily unit disparity between sides. They have more, we have less. It's the ability to concentrate in a particular place that will, you know, will drive the battle. No, I'm just gonna let this, because this was originally done as a spoiling attack against an attack into here. Support the attack. Okay. So now we've got all of the units here, and their panzer units in flat open terrain are going to does change. Triple-EC. Yeah, well, I know they would, but what's that done is it's lost me my mountain unit that was retreating into there. This guy's probably also lost too, but we're going to see if we can disrupt things a little bit on the way out. Yeah, he's holding up a lot more retreating. But at least we have a solid place for him to retreat to. We have this para unit. Let's load them onto the planes here. You're gonna fit there. Hoping we can do a little better here. Single division is hitting us pretty hard, but we're getting in some reinforcements, and these guys are coming. Okay. attack movement. Sure, give these garrison units time to get out in this armor. What is Turkey want? Money, a lot of it. For rare materials. Alright. So let's zoom out here. Okay, we're biggest concentration of forces has ended up here, mostly because Army Group Center is spread out around here. Unfortunately, a lot of its forces are disorganized, so it tells me it wasn't strong enough. We're getting ready for another push here, but I don't know. I'm sort of hoping to time it with an advance from here. And so this element of Army Group South here is going to turn the flank here, I think, and we're going to move up along this side of the river. We're not going to try to so much come in here, let them push into here. We're going to hopefully be moving a lot of these guys, some this way, some this way, and close this off. So okay, that's what we're doing. This is just nice and sweet. Oh, I want to research. Small fuel tank research has advanced. Okay. How bad are we still in the deficit? I should have looked what we did there. Okay, we're just going to let these not add anymore as we get stuff cleared out. See if we can hit them on the flank here. See if these guys are all still doing their thing here. retreating well. That's all good. These guys here. These here. So the next day they'll be able to start moving around there. Personally, I'm going to take this as a very big victory if I can pull off these withdrawals. I've lost one mountain division already. Okay. There. Looks like we're reducing that pocket down finally. Supporting that attack. Supporting that attack. Take forever, at least at this time scale. Get it no more. We're going to start our attack. Let's first deal with these things, get this off the screen. Yes, we'll take the extra manpower. Changing command. We want to take the descent. We're already at 11. I don't want to do any more descent, so we're not going to blame the party. Party. Two of those events popped up. Okay. Yes, we will do that. Diwessa rose. That's the white rose. This was a group of mostly students, a few teachers. They were a German resistance and nonviolent intellectual resistance group in Nazi Germany, consisting of students from the University of Munich and their philosophy professor. Obviously, they were very brave. They had good consciences in a time of strife, and basically they were all killed. So wanted them to be remembered, and their names are here. A few Germans did something. A few. Yes, we're not good. We don't need scrap metal. Okay, police for army group sued. Yes, control any lanes. We want that. Okay, now. Uprising in the Egyptian and Middle East. Okay. Support that. There. We want these. DAC reinforcements. Deutsches Afrika Corps. Yes, we'll take that event. Like I said, I've modified GRE's events here. These wouldn't fire if under the conditions as currently, because we hold Egypt. But I looked at it, and I can either talk to Revolver Hell. I like your guys' feedback on the conditions for firing these events. I looked at it because we were doing Tanganyika, having an Africa-centric unit, whether they would have shown up, you know, here in Tripoli. That was just sort of a way to put them into the theater, and either Germany control them, or we could have turned them over to Italian control as reinforcements for fighting the British and the Americans. So that we had that option, and just can't, just, you know, obviously we would put it in Cairo or somewhere and send them down. They're under these, but this is very reasonable, because whether we do send them to Africa, which would be, you know, again down in Tanganyika, which would be my first sentiment, or do we use them in the Crimea, because we are in Caucasus areas, because we're having such problems here. That's another question. But where I would want them is sending them to Africa. Okay, these guys have all made it into there. Not an HQ there. With these guys in the small. The army there, garrison. Better organized up. There. Garrison there. Looks like they may be able to outrun that. I wonder what's going to happen with this. Being attacked in the rear wall. Into a province there. Attacked by any more, yeah. Light armor, reconnaissance, and recognized. Take gun. Good command, preferably. No, too far away. We're not an admiral. Come on. No, that's too far away too. What this is maybe a foolish move because it is basically impossible to withdraw to ships if you're being attacked. But I'm sort of hopeful that these guys in the Thoma here will be able to mess with the enemy enough and keep this as a little pocket here to keep all these tanks occupied. Okay, let's see the plans. We can improve the broadcast. And Germansk SS storage. Yes. Because we start. You had an option earlier on with like this event. I don't have the option not to do it. Mostly because I guess it could inconveniently remove a few brigades that are in current use. But earlier on, if you're getting this, you picked other multiple choice options. So you know, if you're going down the path, you keep going down it. No, I don't. This rename some units, and I don't want to. So we'll load in another, possibly better armored corps, but I'm in the middle of a campaign, and I don't want them back, you know, showing up at Berlin or wherever they would show up. So now these are helping our ascent levels here. Okay, 270th Infantry Division. Yes. Go with that. There it is. Yeah. Let's talk roll just a little bit. Get an expanded SS in Norway. That looks the same, but because I don't know whether I'm overdoing this or not, they're set up with the historical commanders and change of command. That was part of it. But also part of it is that we now have, and these represent local SS volunteers. That's why there's no manpower. They're not really, you know, they're just equipped with old Norwegian equipment. And the additional manpower, shall we say, and is Norwegian and not coming off the German. Too many headquarters all stacked up here. They're getting hit from everybody, it looks like. We'll draw them before they shatter on me. Who's attacking? Paratroopers. attacking it, so. Alright, well I think we're going to end this session here. I hope you're still interested in how this is all coming out. So, see you next time. Thanks for watching.